Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for making this time work.
Of course, no problem. The first one, I always start with it, and that is if you can do a little introduction of yourself.
Okay, perfect. Hello, my name is Erin. You've probably seen me in some verticals recently. I'm based in Los Angeles. I have been acting for quite a long time. I've lived in LA and New York, and super excited to be here and chat today.
The next is if you can share a little fun fact about yourself that maybe viewers who are already know you don't know.
Ooh, okay, a fun fact. Okay, that's a really good question. This is such a random one, but I'm a really good whistler. Like I can whistle really well. Which is such a random fact, but there it is.
Well, I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, that's funny.
The next are a few little basic ones, like basic standard questions, and that is your favorite food.
My favorite food. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I love a really good cheeseburger. Like In and Out has my heart and soul. Yeah, cheeseburger, fries, chef's kiss.
I agree. And your favorite drink.
Favorite drink would be a matcha, which I actually have my morning matcha right here. A nice matcha latte with some almond milk and honey really keeps me going, especially when I'm on set. That is what gives me energy for 12 hours.
And your favorite animal.
My favorite animal. I would have to say a cat, but I love dogs too. Like I'm very split between cats and dogs because I love them both. But those would probably be my top ones. Or I don't know if you have landed on the side of TikTok where it's just like all capybaras, but
Yes,
I have landed there somehow, and I am now obsessed with those as well.
I get that. If you wonder why I'm looking down, I have the questions right in front of me.
Oh, no worries at all. Very
Um,
good.
what is your favorite color?
Color, probably a variety of blue. Like I love a light blue or an ocean blue, sky blue. Yeah, any variety of blue I'm a fan of.
Just like you're wearing now, you mean?
I'm rocking the overalls today. Casual Friday.
And somebody wanted to know how old you were.
Ooh, how old I am. I am going to give you the age range that I play for acting. So I feel like I usually play between like 18 and 28, and my age is somewhere in there. We'll leave it a little bit of
Mhm.
a mystery. You guys can guess.
Um, the next is somebody want to know what your self-care routine is.
My self-care routine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I definitely have quite a few routines. I'm a big routine person for self-care. I'd say the biggest one, because I feel like when I'm on set, my life looks so different from like the in between moments. So I feel like I really take a lot of time in the in between moments to focus on self care. So a lot of it looks like, getting into really good workout routine. I'm a big Pilates and yoga person. I also love going on walks. I feel like walks are really good for my mental health. I'm also big into meditating and gratitude journaling. That's a really important part of my routine in life. And then when I'm on set, life looks completely different. I think self care for that and routines is just about getting the right amount of sleep, as much sleep I can get, eating nutritious meals, and making sure I'm really taking care of myself while working a lot of hours.
One from one of my friends.
Oh, I'm excited.
what is the one storyline you are waiting to be cast for?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Okay, I think there's two. The first one, I really, really would love to do any sort of project that has music in it. Um, I love singing and anything with music. I play guitar and piano as well. So like any sort of plot line where I can sing and act at the same time, I think that would be a really cool one. I'd also love to do more fantasy. I know we've done a lot of like werewolf, verticals and vampire verticals, but I feel like there's a lot more fantasy to explore. Like I'm a big Halloween person. I love spooky season, so I feel like some cool like witchy verticals would be cool, or even like fae or fairy verticals. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more fantasy to explore in vertical land.
One, I agree with that.
Yes, I love that. Are there any that you're looking forward to, or stories that you haven't seen that yet that you want to see?
Um, the last one with Grace, I don't the horror one. I
Horror
want to
genre.
see more of that.
Yes, I know a lot of the actors want to do more horror type verticals, so that would be a really cool addition.
Yeah, some people said that too in my talks with them.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's a really good one.
Or comedy, I just love a good comedy.
Yes, me too. I love when there are more rom-com elements to some of the stories. Like I feel like I've seen a few recently and I'm like, oh, that's so fun. We should be doing more of those.
Yes, getting better with the storylines.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What do you like to do in your free time when you don't have a project to film?
I let's see, that's a good question too. I definitely like to focus on my music a little bit more in the downtime. So I'm definitely working on that stuff when I'm not on set. Definitely seeing friends. I'm like so lucky. I have so many amazing friends and such a wonderful community I've built here in LA. So anytime I can spend time with them when I'm not on set, I do. I also love painting for fun. I'm not a good painter, but just for fun, I love doing that. Working out, going on walks, and honestly, just being outside, especially in the summertime. Like anytime I can hit the beach or go on a hike, I am doing that.
Is there anything you like to paint or just randomly something?
Just for randomly, honestly, like I am not a visual artist. I did not get many visual art skills, but I just think it's so calming and relaxing. So sometimes friends will have little like paint nights and we'll get together and just paint. This past Halloween, it was so funny. One of my friends bought a bunch of pumpkins. So like once a week we'd go and just like paint pumpkins, like any like sort of spooky picture on that. And that was honestly so fun. We loved that.
That sounds really fun. Somebody want to know what's more fun for you, acting for a live audience or for a camera?
Ooh. Yeah, so I've done both. I have some background in like theater and musical theater. But I'd say ugh, it's just so hard because my heart really does lie with film and TV. Like I love being on set and working to get like the perfect shot. But there is something so amazing about being in front of an audience and getting that energy from a live audience that's so magical. So I think I'm pretty split. I'm pretty 50-50.
Yeah, with the verticals, of course, you get the reaction later when it's already out.
Yeah, that is something so cool though. It's so fun to see projects live on for a long time because when you're doing something live, there's that audience for the night or for however long the run is, but it is really cool to have projects kind of living out there for forever and seeing people's reactions when they do come out. It's really exciting for us.
What is your most memorable scene or moment while you were filming?
Ooh, oh my gosh, there's been so many. I feel like some of the vertical plots are so wild. We're always doing crazy stuff, as you know. There is one that hasn't come out yet, so I probably can't say too much about it. But there's a scene where we're like outside in the woods, and one of the actors is literally like chained up to the trees, and we're having like the most dramatic moment of like screaming, and all of these things are going on. But it was like outside at night in the woods, very fantasy like. So that was pretty crazy to film, and that one should be coming out soon. So excited.
Is it the one with Seth you're talking about?
Yes, yes, that one is coming out on July 5th, I believe. So very soon. Definitely excited for that one.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you always wanted to be an actress?
Yeah, I think I was 8 when I decided I wanted to be an actor, which is so young. But I did a little class play at school, and ever since then, I was like, "Yep, I'm going to be an actor." I wasn't sure though. I was really back and forth between acting and musical theater. So growing up, I was always like, "I'm either going to be a musical theater or a film and TV actor." And then because I think the older I got, I really just found a love for film and TV. And unfortunately, I'm not a dancer. I cannot dance at all. I have so many friends who are musical theater performers, and I'm so amazed by them because they can act, sing, and dance, and it is incredible. I am a very squiddly dancer, so that was not in the cards for me, I fear. But yeah, I've always wanted to be an actor, which has been cool to kind of have the same dream and passion for so long.
Do you have any questions for me, by the way, before we go to the next?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'd love to know more about you. Where you're based in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. What is it like living there? Do you like living there?
most of the time.
Yeah,
I
that's
wish
awesome.
I could live in Italy. I love Italy a lot.
Hmm. Have you visited out here a bunch or just seen things online?
Hmm? Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I just asked if you'd visited LA before
No,
and spent some time.
it's on my
Oh
list.
my gosh, gotta come out.
It's on my list. I really want to.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would love to see the Netherlands at some point and travel around. It looks beautiful.
Did you uh, have you ever been to Europe?
Yes, I have been to parts of Europe, but not your neck of the woods. So that is on my list as well.
Yeah, Amsterdam is really great for people who want to know my country.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I guess the other question, when did you start watching verticals? I guess what do you like and love about them?
When I started was 2023,
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
and what I like, yeah, it's just a escape for me. I think when my own personal life is getting too messy, I just like to pick up my phone and just yeah watch a vertical.
Yeah, no, I love that. I think it's so important for people to have those escapes and pieces of content like that that they can watch.
Yeah, and I'm really busy with my account too. So yeah, that's
I know you're crushing it. I've been loving seeing all the interviews come through.
thank you. Have you seen my one with Cayman?
Yes, I feel like I just saw that one recently. It was awesome.
Emotional too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really lovely.
How did you get into verticals? Is the next one.
I did my first vertical in December. The first one I ever did was Unwanted True Mate. And I think I just got really lucky. As a lot of actors do, I was self-submitting on Actors Access. And, I'd seen a lot of these casting calls for verticals for the past year, but I didn't really know what they were. And then I had a friend who started directing them, and he was kind of telling me about them. And I was like, okay, I should start submitting. This sounds actually really cool. So I submitted for a few late last year and ended up booking Unwanted True Mate. And that whole production was just such a fun experience, such a dream come true. That kind of launched me into Vertical Land, which I'm so grateful for.
Like a
Yeah, I
year?
feel like comparatively to some of the other vertical actors, I'm still pretty new to the whole scene. Yeah, I did my first one in December of 2024, so I'm like 7 months into the process and experience, but it's been such a fun niche to fall into.
The next questions are most all about gaming.
I knew the way I had a feeling because I reshared your story and I got so many questions about him too. I knew it was coming. I love it. I mean, he's got his fans.
Yeah,
I support it. I love it.
one of my good Insta friends is also a gaming supporter.
Oh, good. I love that. He deserves all the supporters. He's lovely.
It's I don't know if you know her, because she also posts sometimes about you too.
Oh, who is it? I
Lisa.
might know them. Oh yeah, yeah. Lisa's lovely. She's awesome. That's
Yeah,
so cool. I love that you guys are friends.
yeah, she helps a lot.
Yeah.
But somebody want to know if you and Cayman audition together, or are you just getting guests together just without auditioning together?
Yes, I love this question. So, I mean, our very first one, we obviously didn't know each other before Unwanted True Mate. So that one was kind of a blind audition, and we both just ended up booking it. We did do a chemistry read, and I guess they liked it because we booked that. And I think that one just did really well. So it was easier to get more projects together. And then our second one that we did was mated to the Savage Alpha. And that one was interesting because we both auditioned for it separately. And I think Cayman got cast first. And then I ended up getting don't know how that happened. Cayman ended up getting cast first, and then they were still looking for a female lead. I ended up getting a call back, and then I called Cayman and I was like, "Hey, did you end up booking this job? Because I just got a call back for it." And he was like, "Oh my god, I did!" And he was so nice. I think he ended up calling the casting director and was like, "Erin has a callback. I worked with her before. I love her." So he hyped me up. And then we ended up doing a chemistry read and booking our second project together, which was awesome. And then from there, our third one, which hasn't come out yet, that one will be coming out with Big Lou probably in the next couple of months. Again, came and booked that one first, and he was so kind. He recommended me for that role. And again, we did a chemistry read. They liked it, and we got to film our third project together, which was so fun. So he's been such a wonderful friend and supporter for me, and I always really appreciate working together.
Yeah, you can see that really when he mainly posts about it. When you guys are filming together, it's so lovely to see.
Yeah, yeah, we have a good time. It's so funny. The one that we just filmed in Kansas City, we were joking the whole time. We were like, "Oh my gosh, it feels like we're being paid to go on vacation together." Even though like obviously we were working 12-hour days and putting in the work, we were just having such a blast and in such beautiful locations that we were like, "This is kind of a vacation as well." It's amazing.
The TikTok was really funny. Yeah, yeah. I've seen that.
The one where we're holding him up,
Yeah.
that one was. We had fun. We had fun making this for sure.
If you could give your younger self advice, what would it be?
I love that question. I think it's to just keep going, you know. Obviously there's obstacles and challenges in life, but I think the more that you just follow your dreams and the thing that brings you joy, the path will kind of reveal itself. So just to keep going and to obviously just continue to do what feels right and know what your boundaries are and kind of who you are and what you stand for. And those two things together will kind of just lead you in the direction you're meant to be.
Yeah, I love your answer.
Oh, thank you.
The next is again about game.
So funny.
Um, it is, how long have you known him?
We met, I think, probably early December of 2024. So 6, 7 months I have known him. The first time we met was our chemistry read for Unwanted True Mate, and then the first time we met in person was for our fitting at Drama Box. And it's so funny because we didn't know each other at all, and it hasn't been that much time, only 6 or 7 months, but we've become so close in such a short time. And I've become so grateful for him and his friendship.
The original question was, what do you like about Cayman? But I also
Love it.
did, what's your favorite thing about working with him?
Ooh, he is just a very kind, generous person. And something that I've really appreciated is he's a very, safe person. He really respects everyone on set, other actors, and especially me as being a woman in the industry, and we have to do a lot of intimacy scenes and things like that. He's always someone that makes sure I'm safe, I'm comfortable, I am being heard, and really sticks up for everyone and has their back. So that was, you asked for one thing. I just gave so many, but couldn't say enough wonderful things.
You can say as much as you want. And I,
All right, I will.
and I agree with that because
Yeah.
I already, how do I say it? Saw that when I talked with him.
Yeah, yeah. He is very lovely, kind energy, and it's very evident in all of his relationships.
Yeah. You have more projects coming out.
I do. I do. As we know, I have the real short project coming out on July 5th. And then after that, I should have a Viglu project coming out. I don't know when that is going to be. We just wrapped filming that a couple weeks ago, so it'll probably be a couple months out. And then after that, a few more. I'm going back on set and starting to film in the next like 10 days. And then I'm shooting 2 projects back to back. So we'll get a bunch in the pipeline. I'm excited.
Busy woman you are.
Yes.
You only could take 3 things with you to an abandoned island. What would you take?
An abandoned island. Oh wow. That's a good question. Um I don't travel light. I'm not a great packer. I am an overpacker. So just narrowing this down to 3 things is quite significant. I'd probably bring my moisturizer because my skin is very dry. Moisturizer. I would bring my guitar because I feel like some music on a desert island would be nice, and probably sunscreen. These probably are not these. I could have picked better things, but on the spot, I think sunscreen because I I burn so easily. So we're gonna be moisturized. We're not gonna be sunburned, and we're gonna be playing music, and that's it on this island.
So no knife to cut for food?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be surviving about 2 days tops with the items I've selected, but maybe I'll have some like crazy survival skills that I don't know about. Or there'll be lots of like fruit trees that I can just eat from.
Yeah. Yesterday was funny because I don't know if you know Christine.
What's her last name?
Uh, uh, iets met Leng nog wat.
I feel like I've seen her name, but I don't know her personally.
It's funny because we talked about which of the vertical actors would survive.
I fear it's not me.
What do you think?
If I would survive or not.
Or somebody, a vertical actor?
Oh, other actors. Oh, would any of us survive is the question.
Do
Let me
you
think
think
about that.
Cayman would survive?
Yeah, I feel like Cayman would survive for sure. He would survive. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know if I would survive. I mean, I will say, my friends think I'm like a little bit insane because I feel very prepared for like emergency situations. Like they laugh at my earthquake kit because it's like so intense. And like I don't know, I've like done research because I don't know. I live in LA. I go in the ocean a lot. Like I'm like I know exactly what I would do if a shark swam up to me. Like I have these like emergency situations, like what I would do, but like actually playing them out in the wild, I'm not sure how it would go. So I think I'd be a 50-50 on survival. Cayman would absolutely survive. Um, I'll circle back if I think of anyone else that I think would survive.
Have a favorite song or artist you like to listen to? Or since you love singing too, you said that right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Or a song you like to sing the most?
I've been really listening to Casey Musgraves a lot these days. I kind of like that kind of folk singer-songwriter sound. So any of her music, her new album is amazing. And then obviously I'm also a huge Sabrina Carpenter fan. So her album, Short and Sweet Deluxe, has been on repeat this summer.
Sabrina is great.
Yes, agreed. She is awesome. What what do you want to see, I guess, going forward in verticals? Like things that you hope they incorporate into future storylines or projects, or just things you're excited, directions that they're going that you're excited about, I guess.
Mm, I think, like I said before, more horror ones I would really love. I also would love it if the violence against women changed.
Yeah.
I think that also give some of the actors better stories.
Mm, yeah, so some writing in that way. Yeah, I love that. I think that's cool. I don't know if you know Kylie. She was in Unwanted True Mate. She
Yeah.
played Cayman's sister. She's working on starting a new platform, and it's going to be very geared towards like women's stories in the vertical space. And I know she's working really hard on that, so I'm super excited to see what content comes from that because I think that'll be very much aligned with kind of what you're looking for. And those are things that I am hoping for as well.
I think a lot of the fans would love that because I have seen it a lot. Violence against women.
Yes, it's definitely a big theme. And we love the drama, but I think there are a lot of really good ways to kind of have that drama in ways that are a little bit less violent.
Oh, and also um, a lot of the stories, the women that get betrayed or hurt or things like that, goes back to the ex or husband or
Yes.
who hurt her. I would love when it that don't happen anymore.
Yeah, no, I think those are really important themes, and I have been seeing a lot of the people watching the content saying that. So, I hope that there is content that comes out that has different themes than that in the future.
I do like Nicole's last one,
Ooh, which one was that?
Queen Never Cry on Real Short.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I was seeing ads for that. It looked good.
That's a really good one. I would recommend a vertical to a new person who just gets into vertical. One from yourself and one without you. Which one would you recommend?
This is a good question. I mean, I think if I was to recommend a vertical to a new person, I know I keep going back to Unwanted, but I feel like that one was just like such a cute story. Very almost rom-com-y in certain parts. I'd probably recommend that one to start with. And then to recommend somebody else's, I really like the one that just came out with Playing Pretend. Like it was very, again, I love that rom-com sort of feel. I hope there's more that come out like that. So that's another one I'd recommend. And I feel like that one was just shot and edited very well. It's very nicely done.
Yeah, that's one of my newest favorites.
Yeah, the quality is so good. I'm like, it literally looks like a Netflix movie or something. I'm like, this is great.
The next question is if you related to any of your characters.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I definitely relate to all of them in some way. I think a big thing for me is finding pieces of myself, even if characters are different from me, to kind of pull from. I'd say the one that I related to the most probably is one that hasn't come out yet. It's the one with Viglu, but I won't give any spoilers. But she kind of has more of a strength to her, and a lot of her conflict is like this inner conflict of having this heartbreak, but also learning how to like trust people again. And she has this very cool arc, but it always remains, kind of true to who she is and is a very strong female character. And I had a really fun time playing that. And it felt, yeah, I think aligned with who I am as well. So I think that one, when it comes out, Lord knows when.
I can't wait to watch that. You mean the one,
Yeah.
the third one you did with Cayman, right?
Yeah.
Exciting. Oh,
Very.
did, did you have any bloopers while you were filming? That's the next.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Specifically, well, all of them have bloopers. I honestly wish they would make blooper reels for all of them because there are always hilarious moments. But the one I think would have had the most bloopers was Dr. Wifey. I don't know if you watched that one on Drama Box. It
Yeah.
was with Ryan. And for some reason, we had to like accidentally kiss so many times in that, and it is like that never happens in real life. Like it is very hard to accidentally kiss, so like there were just so many moments of like us like banging heads, or like we had to fall into an accidental kiss at some point, and it was just like I can't even imagine what the footage looked like. Like it was so crazy. We were cracking up. And also, just with the plot of that one, his character had gynophobia and would have these like reactions to women. So any moment he had to like gag or get like sick because a woman was walking by, it was so hard to not laugh or keep a straight face, honestly.
I love bloopers.
Yeah.
So
I
funny.
live for the blooper reels. We need more of those.
I haven't seen that really. I know Eric posts sometimes a little blooper, but that's it, I think.
Yeah. I've seen them far and few between. Like I think there was a blooper reel for an AC Prochi project. I saw them post recently, and I was like, "That's so funny." But they every project could have a hilarious blooper reel. Like there are always so many funny things that happen on set.
And I think that would do really well with the fans too.
Yeah, it seems like everyone really likes to see kind of like the process and the behind the scenes moments as well. So yeah, I totally agree. We should definitely be sharing more of those.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more questions.
Perfect.
If you could write your own vertical and play a role in it, what would you write and what for role would you play?
Ooh, so much power in this question. I'd probably write a a story maybe about like an up and coming musician, or like two musicians that fall in love and they like sing together and have a bunch of like beautiful duets. um that would be great. I don't know if you ever watched the show Nashville. It had a lot of music in it,
Yeah.
but I loved the love stories in that show. So yeah, maybe like a romance music vertical.
And that would also be a lot different than the ones who are existing now.
Yes.
Um, and this is also when I ask that to everyone, and that is, how do you feel that the verticals are growing so big right now and many fan pages popping up?
Oh, how I feel about that?
Yeah, sorry.
No, no, you're so fine. I mean, I think it's awesome. I think I love that people are connecting and enjoying the work. And I love what you said about it being kind of like an escape for you. I think there's a lot going on in the world right now, and if we can be creating content that offers any sort of like escape or joy for people, I love being a part of that. It brings me joy to see you guys enjoying things, and I'm excited for the growth. I don't think verticals are going anywhere. It seems like something that's going to continue developing. And, you know, I am excited to see kind of how the plot lines develop and the stories develop, and how, you know, companies kind of take your guys' feedback, as the consumer, and kind of incorporate that and continue to grow with that. I'm really excited to see that.
And about your fan pages, because you have also one, one for sure. I don't know about more.
Yeah, I mean, it's so sweet. It's so flattering. I'm honored to have people that support me and follow my work and are excited for my work. It's really so lovely. Like it warms my heart to see that.
It was so lovely when I announced our talk. I got right away a message from her from that fan page that she already was excited.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love it. Yeah, no, it's really exciting for me to have people excited about my work. Like that's a dream come true, honestly.
And you deserve that.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I appreciate that.
um, Next is kind of random, but what is one thing people can wake you up with in the middle of the night?
One thing that wakes me up in the middle of the night. Oh, let me think. Let me think of a good like vertical related answer.
Doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be.
For me,
Something
it's
I mean,
for me, it's for example like a good pizza.
do you say good pizza?
Nee, for me, it's when you give me a pizza, I would wake up like this.
That is so funny. Okay, so that's like a positive wake up in the night. Like if
Yeah,
someone woke me up with pizza, I would be ecstatic. I was thinking more like what keeps you up at night.
that's also
But I
nice.
mean, yeah, a midnight snack would be awesome. On the flip side, I think I think my to-do list, like I'm definitely one of those people that will wake up at 4 a.m. and be like, oh my gosh, I have all of these things to get done the next day. I will think about them. In the night. But you know, I try not to do that. I try to be mindful and Yeah, hope that doesn't happen too often, but anxiety gets the best of us sometimes.
Can this also a little personal question? If you don't want to answer that, that's totally fine. But what do you do when you have like a, what did you say? Stress, anxiety? What did you say? Just
Yes, I definitely do have some anxiety that I deal with. I mean, I think it's a journey. I think mental health is always a journey. For me, therapy has been amazing and helpful, and also just kind of having tools in my personal kit to kind of deal with that. Like breath work has been really helpful for me, meditation, working out. So, if I feel it coming on or feel it coming up, there's things I can do to kind of help manage that. And also just having really amazing friends who I can talk to, and, a community that supports me has been a huge, huge help and comfort.
yeah, therapy can really help. I know that.
I'm such an advocate. I'm like, everyone can benefit from it. It is such an amazing tool if it's available to you.
Yeah, and you you should never be afraid to ask for help.
Yes, I completely agree. That's such a wonderful thing. Yeah, everyone should always be comfortable and ask for help. It's really, I think, helpful.
Like I said with Cayman, it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I think social media is amazing because we post like highlight reels and all these wonderful things that are happening. But behind the scenes, everyone's a human. Everyone has their own struggles and battles, and I think it's always nice to kind of point those out and, like be a human and show that you're human sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Then last one, and then always end with this, and that is if you want to say something to the viewers of who are watching you or watching our talk or me.
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, thank you first for having me. This has been such a wonderful conversation. I feel like the questions were so fun and thoughtful, and you are just such a lovely person. And then, obviously, huge thank you to everyone watching this and for everyone watching our verticals. It means so much to have the support. Obviously, we're not responding to everything, but we do see it, and I appreciate it so much. It means so much to me. I'm still, I'd say, newish into this space, and the support has just been so, so amazing. And a dream come true. So thank you so much to everyone for all the support.
And it will only go bigger when you're doing it longer and longer.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited for all the projects that have coming out. I hope everyone likes them, and I'm super excited to keep it rolling. And my favorite thing is to be on set. So I'm like, as much as I can be on set, the happier I am.
Yeah. Before we go, I want to say last one thing, and that is thank you, because I have
Of
said that
course.
before. For one to do this with me, I really love talking to you face to face, and yeah, just thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, of course. No, thank you for setting this up. It's always really nice to have kind of the face-to-face conversations. And I really enjoyed learning more about you too and kind of what you're looking for in content. It's really cool. It's like, yeah, it's really fun to kind of bridge the gap between like actor um and you guys who watch them and love them and advocate for them.
And then faces behind a page.
Exactly, exactly. No, it's been amazing.
Yeah. Now, thank you again.
Of course, of course. Thank you so much. So nice chatting with you and getting to know you a little bit better.
Likewise.
Awesome. Well, have a lovely rest of your day, unless you need anything else from me. But appreciate everything.
Do you want to
Amazing.
know more, or was that what you want to know?
I mean, I think I'm feeling good. I appreciate all the information. And it was awesome chatting with you today.
Likewise.
All right. But thank you so much for taking time out of your day for me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for taking time too.
Of course. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for everything.
Bye bye.
Bye.